Hi, Michael.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you this evening?
I'm good. Trying to get my volume figured out here, and then I'll get my arm out of the camera.
Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay?
I can. You froze a couple of times, but right now I think we're doing okay. So
All right. Yeah, I had to close out a couple of things, so hopefully we're not going to freeze.
how's everything been going?
Good. Rocking and rolling, getting stuff set up for the weekend. We do our concierge on Fridays. So just been working on getting that set up, squared away for tomorrow.
Gotcha. So do y'all like set up at certain places when y'all do that on Fridays or what?
When we do concierge, no, we do it typically in the Durant area and then this way towards Denison and Sherman. And Nurse Amy makes her stops along the way and she'll bring your injections to you.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for doing this again.
No, no problem. It could be better. It could be worse. We'll find out.
No, I won't take up too much of your time. Like I said, I thought I had the audio figured out last time, but there was a security setting and it completely shut out the audio. So I'm really sorry about that.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so to get started, I'm kind of just going to do a run through of the same questions we did last time. Since starting, what change have you noticed and what has been the biggest impact for you?
Um, I wish I remember where we went the last time, but
That's
probably the biggest change, and it was actually talked about amongst some family and stuff just the other day, um, is the consistency in the commitment. In the past, many times, I've tried to lose weight. I've always been. I say fat. They say that's not a nice way to put it, but I've always been overweight, even as a kid. So, I would always try. Um, my grandmother wanted me to lose weight so bad. She would always buy me, even as a kid, the latest diet pills or workout equipment. And then throughout my life, I would try to lose weight and I'd lose 30, 40 pounds. And then I just quit, tried every shake, every pyramid program. But one thing that's been really different for me in working with Body Labs is just the consistency and the commitment to stay with it. And so that's just been, and a lot of that is due to the support, and knowing that there's people there that are supporting me and helping me, in those ups and or the highs and the lows.
okay. So that would kind of lead into one of my next questions. With that, with the services of Body Labs, I would say that you're satisfied just by what you were talking about. But as far as the quality of the service, and then maybe the quality of your medications, what has been the thing that stood out for you the most? Has that been the biggest thing? Is the support?
It has, the support, the medication. Everybody is always, and I have been from the beginning completely satisfied with Body Labs. I'm a huge Body Labs supporter. All the way from just the ones that are answering the texts or answering the phones. Trista, I check in with her every week. Ashley, everybody's just been great, and that helps a lot because I'm an overthinker and a worrier. So if something's not right, or if I'm struggling, or if I feel like that I've worked really hard and I should have lost more weight that week, I can message in, or sometimes I don't even have to message in. Y'all are really great about just texting and saying, "Hey, just wanted to check in and see how things are going. Are you having any issues? Do you have any questions or concerns?" And so, it's just been a huge help, for me and for my wife as well.
Thank you. It makes us feel good, to hear you guys talk about us that way, and we want to always make sure that we're on top of it and that we are um, being that support system for you, because you can, like you said, you can't do it by yourself. There are some things in life you can do by yourself, and there's other things that you can't do by yourself, and it's always good to have that support. And I apologize for my daughter there in the background. Sorry.
Not a problem. I was trying not to smile a while ago because it looked like she was trying to be very slow and methodical and sneaky. And so I was trying not to smile. I didn't want to mess your video up, but but to what you're saying, it is so true. And I know we talked about it last time. I've talked about it on my Facebook videos, which I'm planning on doing another one this evening, or if I don't get to it tomorrow evening. But I'm just a huge component that we just really can't do anything by ourselves. You know, no, it's no secret, that I have a strong religious. I mean, I'm a minister, and I feel like that even when we think we're doing it by ourselves, the Lord is definitely our strength and our help. And I just feel like we always need a support system. There's always got to be somebody behind us and motivating us and helping us. And even the people that say they don't need anybody, if they really stop and analyze, they've got somebody. They may not realize it, but we just I believe the Lord just designed us that way.
I agree. Everybody in the perfect place, perfect time, perfect reason.
Absolutely.
So how close are you to your goal now?
So as of this morning, I'm down 85 pounds. So my goal, I set two goals actually. So
Okay.
my first goal was to lose 100 pounds by the end of March. So I am 15 pounds away from my first goal.
Congrats. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
So my second goal was to lose the second 100 because I want to lose 200 total by the end of August. And everybody, of course, except Body Labs, nobody's told me this from Body Labs, but everybody else I talk to says, "Oh, that's too quick. It'll never happen. Your body's going to start slowing down after you lose that first 100. It's going to be so hard to lose that second 100." But I just keep telling them that with y'all's help, I said I can't do it by myself, but with Body Labs and with the right injections and peptides and I know those are not miracle injections, but they are tools that
Right.
really,
Yeah.
yeah. And I do my part. I think I may have told you the last time, I don't know, but when I started this, I totally cut sugar and breads and those things out of my diet. And I've heard people say, well, I'm taking tirzepatide and I'm losing weight too, and I haven't done any of that. But for me, it wasn't just about the weight loss. I wanted to get off my high blood pressure medicine. I was taking 2 a day. My wife wanted to try to reverse her diabetes, and so for us, it wasn't just about losing weight, and we've achieved those things. I am off both of my blood pressure medications, and my wife's blood work did come back, and she is below pre-diabetic level. She's not considered diabetic anymore. So, but those are tools to help. I mean, you've got to use them and utilize them as the tools that are there. But we still got to do our part. And that's where a lot of motivation and help comes in. Y'all do offer the meal service if you want to do that. Y'all do offer the dietary aid if you want to take advantage of those things. And so there's a lot of tools that are provided. So I'm not losing hope. I'm not buying into that when people tell me that I'm going to start slowing down and not losing the weight as fast. And, I just tell them, I'm like, I refuse to listen to that. It's going to be different.
Yeah, 'cause it may it may change. Your needs may change. So if you ever hit that plateau or that little slowdown, you just got to switch it up a little bit. Your body's acclimated. There's a different approach to it. You may just not need the same exact treatment that you've been doing this whole time. You know what I mean? There's always going to be something different to kickstart it, something new, something else that'll solve that problem.
Right. And then after I lose my 200 pounds, I do have a goal. I'm not looking to be a bodybuilder or anything, but I do just kind of want to bulk up, and I want to be the best version of myself that I can.
Thank you. And we're thankful that you've chosen us to help you get there. And we're very proud of you. We are very proud of you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I think I have just one more question. Overall, what would you rate Body Labs? 5 stars, 1 to 10.
I would definitely rate Body Labs 5 stars. I just I can't say enough. I know that by business standards, y'all are not an old company, and I know different people. I've even had comments, well, the bigger they get, the more they grow, it'll change. But I think I'm confident that y'all are working to build on the platform of service that y'all are currently on, and I know there's a multiplicity of y'all. So when I started in Body Labs, and I still have it this way, I have the phone number saved under Megan, and I don't remember. It may have been you, one of the first people. I'm like, okay, I don't think this is Megan, and I may have asked, who am I talking to? And I think you may
It
have
was me,
said,
yeah.
yeah. And that's when I realized that this is not an exclusive Megan phone number. And then the first time I got a response back, and it said, thanks, Michael. And then it was just kind of like tag Judith. And I'm like, I don't know Judith. Just to know, and even calling in, and I'm David's answer the phone. I mean, just so many different people that are there. But I know y'all are building on a foundation because y'all's service is the same. Your responses are all friendly. All of y'all have that ability to make you feel like that you matter, that you're important at that time, and there's nobody else that they're talking to at that moment. And I know y'all are. I know y'all are working with other people, but for that moment in time that you're texting me, you're talking to me. I never feel like there's anybody else in the room or on the texting chat. It's just y'all just have a way of doing that, and so so I just know that y'all are going to stay true to that, and the service that is provided, and I sing y'all's praises everywhere, and I really do feel like that y'all are going to start getting a lot of referrals. I think there's just a lot of people that are just waiting to see if I'm really going to stick with it, and if I'm really going to see it through to the end. And so, I'm excited. I'm excited for y'all to grow. I'm excited for all the new things that are out there. I know the providers, Ashley. Of course, I can't say enough about Ashley. I've known her probably the longest, just from she used to be my daughter's pediatrician, and so that's how I've known Ashley. And I can't say enough about her. She's just always consistent, always helpful, and kind. And I know she's doing her research and stuff. I fixing to go into my 3rd week of the new fat burner that she had compound that she had came up with, and that's been a help.
The Ignite Stack.
Yeah.
Ignite Stack.
And that has been a huge help to me. And so there's it's not just kind of like this is your treatment plan, you're stuck with it, and I hope it works all the way through to the end. But y'all are always working and like, hey, what do we need to change? You haven't lost any weight this week, and all of those things are important, because whether you want to admit it or not, a weight loss journey can be very encouraging, but it can definitely be very discouraging. And because and even myself and my wife, sometimes we have to encourage each other to look beyond just the numbers on the scale. And so but it's hard to do that. Sometimes you gauge all of your success by the numbers on the scale, and that's really not the end all be all. And that's where y'all really are an encouragement to, of reminding us that, hey, there's all these different avenues and areas, things that y'all need to look at. But if that's still not working, we'll find a way. We'll figure out something that will work.
Absolutely, every time. And we're very proud of you guys. We're here to support you guys always. We love each and every single one of y'all. You're all very dear to us. Of course, we're going to treat you like a little family, a little Body Labs family.
Right. I feel that way.
Good. Michael, I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with me again tonight. We are going to post these on the YouTube channel, like I had mentioned. The full ones will go on the YouTube, and then we will probably take little snippets from each video, probably put them together, and put them either on like TikTok or Facebook Reels, something like that, if you're okay with that.
No, absolutely, that's fine. And like I said, I've got to do another Facebook video. I've tried to do those every couple of 3 weeks or so, and I did a little before and after. So I bought my first new dress shirt since I started the journey on Sunday. And so I actually snapped a before picture wearing the shirt that I have on tonight and then wearing my new dress shirt. And, you know, because sometimes you don't realize you see yourself every day. So you think, man, there's been like no change. But when you have a moment and you take it and you do a kind of a side by side before and after, it's really kind of eye opening how much of a change there's actually been so far. So.
Yeah, give yourself credit where credit is due. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're
I'm
doing
very,
great.
very hard on myself.
You're doing great. We appreciate you. We appreciate your wife. You guys have been fantastic. You are dream patients. You're lovely. You're so easy to talk to. You're understanding about everything. We love you guys.
Well, thank you. And I know there's probably not much I can do for y'all, but I'm always here if y'all ever need anything. So
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good night.
You too. Talk soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.